Welcome back, YouTube. In today's episode we are going to build ourselves an iron tank and hopefully a mob spawner. Okay, the iron tank's for collecting mob essence. As you see, I've started actually building one. These are iron tank walls. That's their iron tank wall, which is rolled iron plates, which you put just 4 iron in an actual rolling machine. I've got one inside here. Okay, see, rolling machine. You put 4 iron, gives you iron plates. Then you put the plates in a pattern of 4, gives you 8 tanks. Walls, anyway. The tank gauge is plates and glass panes, and the valves, lever, iron plate, iron bars. Okay, we're building this tank just to collect mob essence. We will be using an auto spawner, which is plastic sheets, which we know how to get raw plastic and all that. We've done that before. Magma creams, you can get them from magma cubes or slime and blaze powder, which is how I did it. And emeralds, which you dig up, machine frames, we know that, glass, steel or iron, which I used, and gold. Redstone and gold make your reception coil, and of course the grinder. Books, reception coil, tin gears, invar sword, which is just invar. Invar is pretty easy. You get iron and what was it? It was iron and ferrous metal. That's what it is. See, iron, ferrous. But anyway, we're going to be building a big tank for the sheer purpose of this will be all our mob spawning needs. We don't need to build one of the old-fashioned mob spawners. Has to be so high up and all that sort of rubbish. You don't need that with this. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's where I'm going to put my actual. Let's tend to platform to do this. I'm going to be putting my actual mob spawner and that in here. It's just stone bricks. So, as I said, it's going to be a really large tank. I think this should work. I'm pretty sure I'm building it to their largest specifics. Now we're going to get some more, which we've got some in here. I made a whole heap of the flat plates and just put them in there. Okay. You need a valve in the top and somewhere along the bottom. Top is input. Of course, the bottom's export. That's right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5. This is it. And don't put an ink on top at the moment. Actually, we may build some more walls just so we don't waste all the glass. Yeah, because I've been trying this method out in single player and all that sort of stuff. It's actually pretty awesome. Get some iron bars. I'll show you how to use a rolling machine. See, it just gets put in this pattern. It'll just automatically roll it. Oh, I set up because the actual I set this all up because I'm eventually going to be looking at where is it? Made a to-do list. Yeah, we're going to be setting up a nether lava thing, a pump and all that sort of stuff, so we can have pretty much endless lava. I built some dark glass, which is just black stained, blackout curtain, which is just wool in any colour wool in that pattern. Thickened glass is with sandy glass, which is glass and sand. Very simple, you just cook it after that. Oh, let's go to sleep. But yeah, I screwed up. If you're wondering about the 64 grinder, I accidentally clicked over here. I was trying to get the recipe. As you can believe, it's a pain in the butt when your game resets itself to cheat mode instead of being in recipe mode. I guarantee I'm not the only one that hates that. Hey, you don't have to worry about this stuff. It doesn't actually break it. We'll get some more glass, of course, but for now we're just building this one side. It's basically what the sides are going to look like. So we've got a tank gauge and all that sort of stuff. Rolling machine. Get that. Put that into here. Recipe. Okay. Yeah, I want the endless lava just so I've got igneous extruder, and of course I've got it hooked up to an aqueous accumulator. That's producing endless water because of all the source blocks around it. And I've got it producing stone, which I've been turning into stone bricks. If I have unlimited actual lava, I can have obsidian, because obsidian actually chews up lava as it makes it. But the actual stone, all it does is chew up water. Cobblestone, of course, doesn't chew either up. You just have to have one bucket of each in the actual machine and it doesn't chew anything up. Let's change the design a bit. Okay, so we've got 3 that side. This all is a multi-block structure, so it all becomes one big tank afterwards. You can store a lot from what I remember. That much iron, so I'm not worried about iron or anything like that. The purpose of building a tank this big is not to have to worry about space. So I don't want to have to keep upgrading it and all that sort of stuff. You may consider that lazy, but I call it future planning. If I I don't have to upgrade it. It means it's less time I have to waste. I knew you were going to do that, because I'm floating around. Perfect. And they're just going to make some more walls. And we're set. That'll be heaps. I don't care if I got spare. I might build tanks for lava or something like that as well. At this rate I may not have spare. We'll see how... It's expensive, these structures, but they're well worth it. I hate the wind farm. If anybody can explain how to get rid of the noise, I absolutely hate it. It's always one plant that gets in the way of everything. There we go. 10,368 buckets. And that's why I built it so big. There's my liquids. Alright. Let's jump out here. Okay, so with the actual auto spawn you have to have a 9x9 area, otherwise things will spawn outside. You really don't want them spawning outside the area. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if I can fumble my way. Actually, I'll turn it back. It's smaller. Ta-da! Alright. There's going to be a pretty massive network of... Well, not really massive, but... There's going to be a large network of, cables and all that, so... 1, 2, 3... Got a grinder down. 1, 2, 3, grinder. Now we face them around. 1, 2, 3, grinder. It's not a grinder. It's one of those days, I think. 3, grinder. Bonus is I got power right here, so I can hook all this in to this network. Alright. Actually, with the so to speak coverings I can just go straight across. Alright, liquid needs to come out of these. Extract, always active, because they actually, when they're grinding up the mobs, they collect the essence for you. Now we'll tear up this. Extract. Always active. We'll be making use of the power soon. I lower it a little bit along here. Oops. Well, anyway. Because we'll put the auto spawner right there. And you use the safari nets, the reusable ones, to actually give you spawns. Alright. We'll actually finish doing some piping. Let's go make some more. Okay, so we need some more binder. What are we running out of for the binder? Oh, we're out of clay. There might be some clay bricks. That's what I was expecting. But yeah, with this actual mode of mob spawning, you can actually control what you're farming. So let's get that, cook that. Sleep through the night before anything rocks up. But yeah, time torches, wonderful things. Okay, so we're going to have to go up onto the roof, because don't forget, the intake is on the roof. There should be enough pipes to get us up here. Oh, now it's actually a solid object we can, because that's the thing with multi-blocks, if you put stuff on them before they form, sometimes they don't actually work. They won't complete, that's the best way to put it. These Ender IO pipes are brilliant. I absolutely love them. Change this to insert. That's how simple it is now, there's no confusion. Get rid of that bit. That way it just goes out, down, down there. And yeah, it will work like that. That's the beautiful part about the NDIO pipes. They will work that simply. Doesn't matter how the power's hooked up to this. See, it's got power. Only matters the power's hooked up to them. Now they're running. See? Okay, the whole thing's powered. Now, to take items out, you got to put it on the back. That's what the hole on the back's for. If you don't, it makes a mess. It doesn't actually matter if this is like this, but you can turn it off like that. That way there's no confusion at all about items. Then we just run the items through our conduit. And again we can turn it off. See a little conduit down here? Go here. It'll chuck another item connection. Great power. Wind turbines give you great power. They also give you a headache. That one there. Okay. Always active. You want it continually taking the items out of its inventory, otherwise it'll stop grinding. And we don't want it to stop. Makes a whole backlog mess. Okay, as you can see, everything's running. Now, we'll set up the pipes to go down to somewhere like here. It's literally this simple. Okay, we'll get our covers. So you can't tell anything's there. Out here's no worries, it'll be covered by the bloody the walls. Just my warning, but it's alright. I'm just record a little bit longer, and then we'll... No, don't worry, I will be building a better way to get to this. I'm only just filling it in, so you can see the idea. And the mobs will spawn in the middle here, and of course, with the gaps around them, see the 4, 4 and 4, they can't actually deviate from spawning into the middle there. It won't spawn them outside the designated area. I don't know about some of you, but I've tried spawners, all that sort of stuff, and they actually just spawn. If I have them in there, they'll spawn out here, because there's that much room that they can easily do it. So yeah, I might do something nice like that. See, this one's not too bad because it's just the ore node. But as you can see, 10,000 odd buckets. We're set for ages. This is the very, very basics of a mob spawner. Alright guys, I'll see you next episode, which will be shortly anyway guys. Okay, ciao.